Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Frog God Games' Sea King's Malice, written by Alex Kammer of Gamehole. We are in for a super treat this episode. I'm going to jump in with introductions of our players.
I am Iadarola, and today I'm playing Scuttle, who's a 6th level human warlock.
Hey, I'm Jason Charles Miller, and I'm playing Torben Tumblefoot, a halfling thief rogue.
Hi, I'm Kyle Vogt, and I'm playing Mongor, a half-orc barbarian.
Hi, I'm Cynthia Marie. I'm playing Kira Nightlock. I am a monk, elven, level 6. Yay.
And I'm Satine Phoenix, your game master for today and tomorrow and all the times. Okay, so where did we leave off? You guys started getting some fishy ideas about, I get one, about your dear friend, Redgar.
I see what you did there.
Well, we stole his journal. I pilfered his journal.
Well done.
We looked at it.
Yes.
Had notes from long ago.
24 years.
Yeah, I think 25.
25 years.
Yeah.
Even more.
Anyway.
More
he's
than
not-
it looks like he's been alive.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So he is in the visage of a 12-year-old, but is not as he seems.
Yeah.
So actually, one of the first things I wanted to try to do was put it back, sneak it back so that he didn't realize. Because clearly, after even glancing at this thing, he's going to, if he is as powerful as he may be, or I don't want to take anything for granted here, I want to sneak it back so that he doesn't realize that it's gone.
Okay. So the two of you are in the tree line. You look back. He's kind of about, we'll say, 30 feet away. And you start walking up towards him. You see his eyes are... And he books it into the tree line.
Oh.
Not fast.
Very fast. Dash
Is it
fast.
in the same direction of the footsteps that we saw?
Yes.
Excellent.
One thing occurred to me, it might have nothing to do with this, but I do remember the first time we fed him, he ate way more food than a kid is supposed to. That might be a hint to what is going on with him.
Is he running faster than I can run to grab him?
Don't know until you try running, and you guys have been
Exactly.
talking a lot. He's
Well, let's run.
he's in there.
That's why I was like,
Let's
that.
run.
So I'm going to hobble because I still have a very bummed out leg.
Yeah, so if
It's all down to you,
if
Mongor. I'm
Kira
little.
and Scuttle run in, it's basically one entire move because you're dashing.
So I will ask. I do have the feet mobile, which allows me to dash, I believe it says 10 feet more.
Your movement's to be
That-
faster.
That helps.
I was going to say, can that help me, please?
Yeah,
Excellent. So I'm walking or running at a somewhat normal speed.
it's mostly wobbly, but yeah, that's true. So you guys are booking it in. Does everybody run?
To the extent that a 74-year-old man with a hole in his leg can, I will.
Oh, yeah, you're 74.
I didn't know that.
I run at 40.
Okay, so you guys start running into the jungle, and the light, which was very bright, reflecting off the water, now super dark. And you are jumping over logs and dodging trees and vines and ferns. Everybody make me dexterity saving throws. Did you get a 1?
No, 5.
Okay. 11.
21.
22.
Fantastic. With a 5, you're really having a hard time crawling over these massive logs that everyone else seems to be able to just nimbly jump over. But everybody else, you feel like almost everybody else, Kira, is just a little bit in front of you. But Mongor and Torben, you both leap and bound and dodge, and you are running. You can hear him running ahead of you, and then you hear, and you come around a bend to where you think he's gone. And what you see in front of you is a giant flower that has grabbed him, and you see his feet sticking out the top.
Well, that's what he gets for lying to us.
He's mine, Flower, not yours. Leave him for me.
And I'll be hobbling to catch up as fast as I can.
Do that. And pull out the axe and just go run and jump.
I'm going to attack the flower.
Okay, so we're gonna have to do initiative.
Initiative.
All right, initiative.
Yeah. 22.
Okay, nice.
19.
17.
12.
That makes sense.
As if we knew you were going to roll low.
I swear there are high numbers on this.
Okay, so with a 22 Mongor, you're right up next. Well, you can. How far back do you want to? Or Torben?
Well, I would like to. I'm hoping that Mongor's up there with me because I would like to get some special sneak attack damage.
Well, the two of you go right after one another. So if you want to both run up, so you can help each other.
Right.
Okay, so this what you see before you is what maybe you've seen an orchid before, but now like the stem, the leaves look like that, but also there's roots coming out of the ground that are kind of twitching with excitement from, potentially swallowing this creature that it just caught. So it's got the beautiful white petals and with a purple underneath it. Okay, so you go to do your thing.
Chopping at this.
Chop.
And I get a 11.
That does not hit. One of its body seems to dodge you.
Crafty flower.
Okay, Mongor.
I attack.
All right, so the two
I
of you.
swing at it solidly with a giant great axe for 18 to hit
Totally hits.
and for 17 to hit.
Yes.
Nice.
For 28 points of damage.
Woo, nice. Okay, so Torpin goes to attack it. Its body moves out of the way, and you catch it on its bend in and whack, whack. Take some chunks out of it. This white ooze just comes pouring down the side of it, like sticky-looking slows. And then, ooh, what is your dexterity, Kira?
Quite a lot. It's like my best stat.
Okay,
Uh,
then you will go first. Before
Initiative time.
Yeah, I beat the flower.
You beat the thing that's rooted in the ground. Good job.
So you are still about 40 feet away.
Excellent. Well, I'm going to keep running. What I'd like to do is just a really wicked running jump and taking my quarterstaff. I'm basically going to do a butterfly kick. So it's coming around with the quarterstaff with one and then a double kick, which is going to be my flurry of blows.
Oh, cool.
So just so.
Okay. Pow, 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 pow.
Okay, that is not the greatest. So first attack was 9, 10, 11, 12, 16 to hit.
Okay, hits.
The other one is a 16 to hit again,
Hits.
and a 15 to hit.
Woo.
Rolling some damage now. 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 is for the first hit. 7 for the second hit. And 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for the.
Nice.
Yeah.
24
There you
points
go.
of damage. As you kick and kick and kick. And that was using one key point?
Yes, that was using my key point, and then I'd like to use my mobile feet to kind of back out of it as well, kind of hobbling out of that one. That's all I got, everyone. That's all I got.
Okay. Well, it feels the three of you next to it, and its roots come up and out of the ground and whip, whip, whip at you.
Excellent.
All right. So Torpin is going to try to attack you first. And it totally misses.
Good.
And Mongor, that is a 16 on the die. And that's a natural 20 to Kira.
That 16 will hit.
Yes, 20 is totally hitting.
Okay.
That hurt. Low damage.
That's 8 points of damage to Mongor.
Okay.
And make me a Constitution saving throw. Actually, Kira, you as well.
7. Not great.
20 points of damage to you, Kira.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay,
Got
so
this.
con saves.
Con save, 17.
Okay, you make it.
Oh, my con save is 7.
Oh,
was not great.
Well, you are restrained and poisoned. So its tentacle. Its its root just comes up and just wraps itself around you. And you see blood oozing down the side of these petals as it seems to be doing a lot of damage. Ooh. A lot of damage to your little friend.
Oh,
Okay.
he's no friend of mine.
All right, Scuttle.
So I obviously had fallen behind. I'd like to catch up to the group. And so like, as I'm running, I'm like careening off of things, having trouble getting up and over logs because I'm old and I'm injured. So I'd like to cast a fly on myself, and then use the rest of my use my movement to try to catch up,
Okay.
if that's possible.
Yeah. When you do that, you hear these parrots singing in the background.
Okay.
And
Oh, and by the way fly works for me is that I actually swim through the air, like sort of bobbing, almost
You're
porpoise-like. Yeah. Good swimmer too.
okay, Mongor, you start flying. And you hear these parrots. Rah, rah. Okay, top of the round, Torvin.
I'm back.
You guys all see Mongor start levitating, flying.
I do.
Yes.
Awesome.
My blade be true. Ah.
No.
No, it's okay. I'm lucky. I'm a halfway, so I can re-roll my attack. Thank goodness. Oops. Okay, that's better. 16.
That hits.
Excellent. All right. $23 points of damage.
Whoa.
Wow. Okay. Whew. This thing is very, very upset. Yeah.
Should be very, very dead.
It's huge. It's a giant flower thing.
You know, the silver lining here might be that if Redgar could get caught by this thing, he might not be as big of a threat as we were worried he'd be. Maybe.
Okay.
Or maybe in this little boy form, he's
Oh, maybe.
weak, but then he's
Yeah.
true form. Who knows?
Mongor, you're flying up. You were basically at the height of the mouth of this. And you see in, and there's blood draining down the side of this flower, and also pieces of red shirt just kind of stuck up on one lip.
All right. So I'm just hanging there. I'm not floating around, right? I just went straight up.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'll swing at it with my axe
Okay.
for 23 to hit
Yeah.
and another 23 to hit.
Yep.
For 32 points of damage.
32 points of damage. Okay. So you're up there and you see that the petals are very supple.
Okay.
And you just start slashing at it, and all the petals are just flying everywhere. You guys see this big half orc just
In the air.
however, some of the hits are like you don't realize it until you've kind of been slashing for a while that the petals were very fine, and you've been slashing into
That guy.
Redgar. And his body, the petals are falling like this, and his body just thump, 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 thump onto the ground, and he's bleeding out.
Nope. You free.
And you
Sorry.
Free of this
At your
mortal
feet,
coil.
yes.
Can I say something? Oh, I mean,
Yeah?
it's not my turn.
You
Who are you?
So next to you is Kira as well. They let go.
Oh, true.
Oh, thank God.
Does the flower still move?
It's done.
Okay.
Okay,
Just checking.
The flower is dead. You killed a flower.
Yay, I killed the flower.
Do I catch up to the group?
Eventually, yes.
Okay, come swimming between the trees.
Where were you?
Yeah, I had a little bit of trouble,
Hmm.
but eventually was able to. Oh, by the way, when I end my flying, I want to like basically dive down to the ground.
Am I still floating?
Yeah. How long does fly last? An hour?
Concentration up to 10 minutes.
Okay. You're still flying though.
Hmm.
You hear wah!
Whoa.
So the parrots have continued their calls throughout this time.
Mhm.
Oh, interesting.
So you guys look down, and what you see on the ground in front of you is a sliced up, unrepairable, gray-faced human. Well, human-looking, humanoid.
And that's where Redgar was.
He's wearing the same outfit that you gave him.
Is
That's
he,
what it really looked like?
It's got this like nondescript gray
humanish?
humanoid.
Tell us who you are.
There's like little crosses where his eyes
Damn you! I shake his dead body.
are. Okay,
He's
so you've been traveling a lot. Oh, everyone roll a history check. Let's see who knows what this is.
Not it. I got a 5.
16.
10.
5.
It's doppelganger.
That was my guess. Doppelganger.
I'm never going to have a cleric.
What?
It's a doppelganger.
Hi, bird.
They take the form of others. So they could have been a doppelganger on the ship. They could have that killed Redgar at some point in our months of travels, or he could have been. This could have been him the entire time. We may never know.
But
Unless and if
definitely
you
not our healer anymore.
Speak with the dead. Definitely not.
What would a doppelganger want on Crocodile Island?
But we all want treasure.
Perhaps it wasn't Crocodile Island he was after. Perhaps it was one of us.
Hmm. Or perhaps one of the
Just wanted to
brands.
find out.
Oh, hi, birdie. Pretty birdie.
I'm going to end my fly spell and dive down, touch down to them, and see if anything happens.
He's still flying.
He's still flying.
Let's see if I can move sideways.
Can you
Move
do
sideways.
that whoopie thing again on him to find out what the heck is going on?
Wom, wom, wom.
They light up. You also see that the birds in the trees all light up.
So I'm detecting magic, like kind of all around and around him.
Mostly very pinpointed where the birds.
The birds.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would like to now fully examine Redgar's journal
Good idea.
with now no longer needing to be sneaky about it and see what I can determine
Okay.
while we're walking.
All right. So that is what you'll be doing while you're walking. After 10 minutes, the fly spell, you settle down.
Whoa!
Assuming we didn't find anything on his
You
body.
okay?
Oh, there's a lot of birds.
Are there?
Yeah,
Hmm.
a lot of birds.
You were one of them.
Nope.
Hmm.
I didn't get wings.
All right, let's try to focus now. So
I pick up the red shirt. Off.
good. Good.
Code will be for someone else now.
Okay. So you guys continue down the path that he was clearly running down, the same path that Elisa Brand was running down, and the other footsteps that were with her footsteps. The track, following the track that they left behind.
Okay.
Can I take a look at the footsteps a little bit to get an idea of, does it look like there's only one human set of footprints? Is there anything about the footprints that seems like they might have been non-human?
Investigation.
Oh.
Can I investigate too, more specifically if anyone was injured, like spacing of.
Mhm.
Okay.
They're all looking around on the ground and stuff. I look at the nearest tree.
Perception.
It's 11 for my investigation of the tracks.
Looks like a lot of footprints. Some of the footprints are wider than others.
14.
14, it seems that everybody was running heartily.
Okay.
Yeah. And you poke a tree.
I got a natural 20, so I got a 22.
It has moss on it.
Am I
It's
rolling-
alive, but not in the orchid kind of alive.
Okay. Am I rolling anything to read the journal?
No.
Okay.
Okay. You realize you are surrounded by the heavy emerald green canopy. You catch occasional glimpses of the sky through small fissures in the dense and enveloping foliage above. The briny, crisp air behind you is now replaced with stagnant, humid, and burning ventilation seemingly caused by the heavy jungle and the volcanic activity of this island. As you proceed inland, you feel the growth beneath your feet gradually incline as you wind around massive tree trunks and outcroppings of volcanic rock. Your clothing and armor stick to you unpleasantly, and the hum of biting insects accompany each of your steps. You feel like you're being engulfed by the cacophony of jungle sounds, including the warbles and calls of countless colorful birds and the hoots and rackets of unseen monkeys. And you continue, and you continue, and it takes a very long time. In fact, it takes about 2 days.
Oh,
Lots
we're
of
just
things.
sleeping in the jungle.
You come across, we don't have to, not going to make you fight another thing, but you come across some very strange animals. Some of which, well, let's see if you actually defeat them. Everyone roll to attack. And we'll just make this your general, whether you killed it or if you had to escape and run away. What'd you get? Okay.
We're just doing the base roll, right?
You were attacking.
Choose what your attack is. 24.
Nice.
21.
What did you attack with?
My packed weapon. My
Okay.
anchor.
Okay.
23.
All right. So you guys, you run into some jaguars, some really old prehistoric looking creatures that are far larger than you would ever expect. And one of the silliest things is that every time that you go to cast a spell, especially you have your packed weapon out, like another one flies around like through the trees. Seems that it's unruly and kind of just flailing about for no reason, except for it's followed by a bunch of parrot sounds. But you continue through, and what you find in the journal is essentially this creature is just very mischievous. It's bored with life, so it causes ruckus here and there and everywhere, stealing things from some people, destroying things to see people's reactions. There doesn't seem to be any purpose except for chaos.
Better we got rid of that.
And you continue. As you reach the end of this high pass, your eyes are immediately drawn to a small, sparkling blue lake far below you. It seems that a valley is hidden among the peaks in the center of this island. The lake or lagoon is outlined by a beach that surrounds it and stands between the water's edge and the encroaching dense jungle. The trail you follow heads down and towards the distant valley. As you make your way down the rocky trail, still heading west on the trail of Elisa Brand, you come upon a most strange and startling sight. About 25 yards further down slope and still above the jungle sits a very large humanoid of some sort. It seems to be staring down at the valley below. You can see its broad back as it sits on a boulder. The boulder itself is at least 6 feet tall. You see that its skin is a leathery dark brown and that it wears only a wrap by way of clothing around its waist. The creature must be 18 feet tall or so. Propped up next to the rock is a massive spear that looks to be at least 12 feet in length. As you stand there taking in this amazing creature, its head turns towards you, clearly seeing all of you. Its heavy-set features take you in evenly and dispassionately. If anything, the large humanoid bears a slightly mournful expression.
Hello. What are you looking at?
I'm just taking in the view. What are you doing here, you small creatures?
Look for a lady.
Oh,
See a lady?
a while ago, there were creatures. I don't tell time very well.
Days and days and days go by.
Many days. He kind of stands up, but doesn't really approach you. It's just kind of leaning.
You sad?
Yes, actually.
Why?
I'm stuck on this island.
You want to go with us when we leave?
I can't. What are you doing here?
Come for the lady.
And he motions down towards the beach.
Be down there.
There were small creatures much like yourself that went down there.
Is this not your home?
No, this is not my home.
Where are you from?
I'm from a place very, very far away.
What brought you here?
A god.
Why can't you leave?
So the god brought him here. The god might be keeping him from leaving.
Maybe. Why can't you leave?
The portal that I came through is closed.
Does that mean the door?
Man of
I'm
speaking magic
very
door.
sorry to be so rude. My name is Uda.
Buddha?
Uda Konbar.
Buddha. I'm uncle.
Very nice to meet you.
Your spear is big.
He like kind of hovers it over you. You seem to enjoy it. It's nice to see creatures enjoying themselves every once in a while.
Can we help you leave?
I'm afraid that is not in my fate as of right now.
No.
Oh, a ship.
Where I come from, I don't believe your ship can take me.
Maybe we can't take you there, but we can take you somewhere not here. Maybe someplace they can take you there.
Well, when it is my time, the portal will reopen to my home in Hell's Gate Peak Mountains.
Do you know why you were brought here?
Yes. Yes.
Was it for the birds?
No.
Treasure?
No.
Why?
Punishment?
Sometimes I believe it is punishment.
Hmm.
Sometimes, yes.
Udu, what do you know about this god that brought you here?
I believe it has something to do with the volcano. And it is very nice. It reminds me of home. And I don't know who this god is, but he is made of heat and fire and lava. And when he comes, I have to answer his call, and protect him, and serve him. And then he leaves for very long amounts of time.
You've been here how many seasons?
I don't even know. All I know is that everyone I've loved is very far away.
No. I walked up and I hugged his legs.
Have you seen any other portals? Has anyone else been brought to the island that you know of?
Well, sometimes I sit up here on my boulder. It is my boulder. I have claimed it. And I just watch the lagoon down there. There's a lot of activity.
Kind of activity.
These creatures come out of the lagoon and they give an offering to other creatures that come from the ocean. It's a reoccurrence that happens a lot.
Same time of day?
Not necessarily.
And the offering, is this food? Is it treasure?
I can't quite tell from up here, but sometimes it moves.
I hope it's other people from the ship.
Oh,
Would they do that?
I don't even know what the creatures are.
Have you seen large
Shouldn't rule it out.
jellyfishes by any chance?
The Swagan would do that.
They do
I
almost
have
anything.
not.
Are you allowed to leave that boulder?
It is a nice boulder. I prefer not to.
Well, perhaps we can't help you get home, but is there anything that we can do for you?
Unless you want to play with me in the lava pits, which I don't believe you are capable of. His face comes down towards your face. You look a bit too fleshy. He comes back up, and you almost feel like the air around you get pulled as this massive creature comes up. He has like a warm face.
I can play with you in the water.
It's far too cold. It's certainly a giant creature.
A Goliath of some sort.
Gigantic. Well, if we hear of a way to get you home, we'll let you know.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Should we head down to the lagoon?
Should we?
Well, if you see us down there and you see us being assailed, kindly maybe do us a favor and come down and rescue us. You look like
I'll
you're pretty
do what
handy in
I
a fight.
can. I'll do what I can. I believe there was some kind of assailing, some kind of scramuffle that happened quite many days ago. And it was very interesting to watch.
By the way, have you, and I pull out the picture of Eliza, the portrait, the painting, a little mini drawing. I can't remember exactly what it was, but does this woman look familiar to you at all?
His face comes down and he like pulls his eyes back. It's very hard to see. Looks much like the rest of you. But he looks at it. It's possible.
What means scramuffle?
Fight.
Oh, I like fighting.
Well, thank you for your help, and we'll see you again.
Good luck with your search. And he slowly
Good luck with your boulder.
and crawls back up on his boulder and sits and
Really
watches
glad
you as you walk away.
I'm really glad he didn't attack us. Wouldn't have gone well.
Agreed.
Might have been fun.
No.
Yeah. He looked really strong.
We haven't had good experiences with spears.
I
Or
bet,
giants.
I bet he could
All
wrestle.
of
Really,
giant spears.
I bet he could wrestle really good.
I bet he could too. So we're just gonna trudge down there and
See what
Do
you can
what exactly?
see.
We should be on our watch.
hold on. We have the advantage if we're this high up.
I hired to do a job.
Yes,
Let's
but
get to it.
Are
we
we
should survey the area before we go down there.
gonna run in or we're gonna sneak in?
Well, sneaking is our expertise, except for that one over there.
You can go invisible.
I mean, when we look over the edge, what do we see? Just
You
another.
see a beautiful valley, and in the middle there's this gorgeous lagoon. It's beautiful.
Do we see any structures at all?
You see the way the mountains kind of hug it,
Mm-hmm.
and then you see the ocean out in the distance.
And the tracks continue down there.
What time of day are we looking at? Are we high noon? Is there any sort of
It's like late
shadowing?
afternoon.
Shadowing from the mountains at all?
No. We'll say it's like 2:00.
Shadows under the trees.
There are a lot of trees,
Okay.
so
Just checking.
We need to find Elisa, and I still feel some remorse that we weren't able to help the people on the research vessel.
We hope
If there's any chance they're down there, the ones who were taken.
Oh,
If there's any chance that the Sagan are bringing them here, maybe we have a chance to actually rescue them.
is they gonna pay for that?
I think we're doing okay with treasure.
Oh no, I feel like we should get paid for that.
It's part of the job description.
We're certainly getting Elisa.
Let's go fight.
let's go.
Okay.
What if we get to a certain point, and then I'll sneak ahead and sort of investigate the.
Sneak by yourself?
Or
I'll
she could
sneak
cast.
you.
She could cast Pass Without a Trace on us, and we could all.
Sneak, sneak,
Mm-hmm.
Sneak.
sneak, sneak. Okay, let's
I'll
go do that.
defer to the stealthy ones.
Well, let's go. This is a half-cocked plan.
Should we fully cocked it?
Yes, yes, we should.
I think we should walk about halfway down the trail, and then when we get close enough to where the others might see us, that's when we slip into the shadows.
Okay.
And do what?
And then investigate the rest of the way.
Okay. All right. If there's spears, I'm running the opposite direction. I only have one other leg left to be speared by.
Maybe there's a cleric down there.
That was a hard move.
Oh.
You
Okay.
never know.
All right. I'm in if we're finding another red.
That was a hard
The
move.
last one didn't work out so well.
Neither did the 54 other ones either. Shall we?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We have to stop stealing acolytes from temples, forcing them to be our clerics.
Are we flexible on them being Sagan, possibly?
Zion cleric?
We've come across a priestess.
If we could convince them to heal us, that would be.
And not backstab us later.
I'm just saying, don't rule anything out.
Unless we backstab her first.
I like that idea.
I don't
Okay.
like them fishies.
Mhm.
Coming from you, who
All
likes
right.
to be on the boat.
I don't like them fishies.
Okay. Let's go.
That's our plan.
Okay.
Down the road.
Alright.
And then when we feel comfortable that it's far enough away, or that we're close enough to where we could probably start to be spied out if people saw us, that's when you're going to cast Pass Without a Trace, and then we're all going to sneak on down there and investigate.
So the pass lasts for an hour, so we gotta make sure we can at least.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Alright.
Mhm.
Okay. Your eyes burn and your nose is raw from wiping. At least you have descended from the heights to the scenic valley while following the trail of the elusive Elisa Brand and her away team. While the tracks you have followed these few days have remained consistent, you have yet to sight any of the Zephyr's crew. However, immediately before you lies a small and sandy clearing that sits on the edge of the jungle, where the jungle meets the narrow beach surrounding the small lake you spotted from the pass above. You notice that the sand looks heavily churned, and you see that what to appear to be the remains of a few broken weapons. You guys are kind of standing away. This is what you're taking in from afar, very easily hidden in the foliage. It is then that you notice a different sort of foul odor separate from the sulfur smells of the island. You cannot deny the stench of animal decomposition. Finally, you note a few oddly shaped lumps at the edge of the clearing and just under the surrounding verge. As your eyes focus, you recognize that what you are seeing are the shapes of several bodies tangled together, lying at impossible angles.
Hmm.
Where are the bodies? Are they by the water or are they on the beach?
They're on the beach, off to the side.
Do they look fresh?
You'd have to go and look at it, actually.
Let's go with them. I think let's pop the spell and head down.
All right.
Perhaps many days ago, which is why it stinks.
I'm actually gonna tie up like my shirt.
And take out a handkerchief, and soak it in water or the water skin and wrap it in my mouth.
I've smelled worse.
That is true.
All right. I'm casting Pass Without a Trace.
Okay, so tell me what you're doing. So you've got the foliage, and then you've got the sand, and you guys are here, and this lump of bodies is over here, and then you have the water, the lake in front of you.
I'm going to walk over to the bodies.
Okay, so you stick in the tree line,
Mhm.
you make it over. What do you want to know?
Now that I'm close enough, can I determine how long ago this was? Are there tracks leading to it? Like who did it?
Okay.
Or, yeah. And who are the bodies?
All right. So make me a medicine check and investigation.
Medicine, I got a 10. Investigation, I got an 18.
So you see that there's just lots of gashes. You can't really tell anything more about that as you're kind of holding your face because the smell is so potent. How long ago? As long as it takes for things to sink that much. So many, many days, maybe a week, maybe 2.
Wow.
And investigation was an 18.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There are 2 female humans. Yes. And 2 males. One is an elf, one is a human. And they are wearing sailor garb.
2 females and 2 males.
Mm-hmm.
Can I sort of lay them down and sort of see if I can recognize them at all? If they look like they could have been Aletha.
Okay. So you start moving them.
Yeah.
You pull at one. Maybe Constitution saving throw.
All right. 14.
You almost hurl. And the smell, like it's almost like you unleashed more smell. And the rest of you just get this gust of wind that seems to hit your face of putrescence. And it moves throughout the canopy. But you end up moving and you look at the faces, the very gashed up faces. And they do not look like Elisa.
But they look like they could be her crew.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Convey that to the rest.
I'm looking around the sandy clearing. Anything aside from the bodies? Any like cast off weapons or?
There are. Would you like to inspect the sandy area that was disturbed?
Sure.
I was going to go look at weapons too.
Okay, so the 2 of you make me survival checks.
Survival. 4.
16.
You did not survive.
So the area you're standing, like you walk up to this area and there's some pieces of weapons because they're all broken. And you keep walking around in a circle, making more tracks and disturbing your area. And Mongor kind of holds you aside, telling you to stop moving and messing up everything. But with a 18, did you say?
16.
A 16, you notice that there are human movements and there are Sahagin footprints
Flipper.
and there are about 10 combatants.
How many about even? Or was it more Sahagin?
It's really hard to say.
Okay. And did they, I'm assuming they walked the bodies that we don't see of the Sahagin have footprints showing going towards the water?
They do not go towards the lake.
Which way do they go?
They go towards the direction of the ocean.
That's actually where I was going to go investigate. And by the way, with Pass Without a Trace, we don't leave any tracks.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Except for 4. Over there. So
First
leaving
down
it is
2
more
are.
like adding to the already.
Yeah.
Covering up tracks.
Did you say that some came out of the lake and some came out and then they traded? So was there something in the lake?
Perhaps. Yeah, I'm walking to the
Kira.
lake as he's saying this. So
Okay, Kira turns to, do you go into the lake or the
ocean. I meant ocean. Sorry.
Okay, so you go towards the ocean and in front of you, you hear crack, 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 like large pieces of jungle just crack, crack, crack. And you feel boom, boom, boom. And immediately you see these 2 giant sea trolls. You've seen trolls before, but these are trolls that are from this island. And they're walking right towards you.
So
And they're walking hella fast.
I mean, I still got passed without a trace, so I'm just gonna try to dodge around.
You have a feeling that they're using a different sense that your pass without a trace is cares about.
Son of a ding dong.
So it actually is going to. So it moves some foliage around. It sees you. It reaches out to grab you. And you see this hand come out to you for a 18 to hit.
Oh, totally hits.
Okay.
Dodge that.
Would you like to exclaim anything?
Probably literally, son of a ding dong.
You guys all hear that. And you hear the breaking in the jungle and the footsteps. Boom,
I
boom.
rushed towards it.
Okay. So you were grabbed up and it's squeezing you for 11 points of damage.
Ah.
And there's 2 of them.
There's 2 of them. The other one was rushing by it and smelling. And it seems to be going directly towards, past you, towards the bodies that have been lifted.
Just start to.
Yes. So initiative, everybody.
Oh.
Thank you.
Thank you.
12.
Okay.
30, 20.
We're rolling initiative, sorry.
Yeah.
I was trying to like fix my shadow and my stuff. Oh, hey, look at that. Nat 20, so 24.
All right.
Good, you're going
Oh,
fast.
Okay.
It's the only time I'm ever going to get that.
Well, it is your turn, Kira.
Excellent. Well, now that I'm refreshing everything, I'm going to Misty step the hell out of there.
It looks around. And do you go up? Do you go down?
I'm going to go on top of its head.
Are you just grabbed on? Like,
Oh, yeah.
okay, we'll do animal handling.
You're going to love that.
Oh, God.
8.
It looks up and you just fall off of it. Let's see. That is a very tall creature. It's a
I also
large-
have slow fall.
Takes no damage, 20 feet or less.
Oh, very nice.
Good try.
Okay. So you go to fall, realize what's happening, and kind of
Yeah.
okay. You're very lucky because that would have done damage to you. Okay. So you do that. Is there anything else you would like to do?
Can I use my feet mobile to kind of like get the heck out, like away from it?
If it says you can, then you can.
I can't. I'm gonna take that moment to like,
All right, cool. So you take the extra steps.
and
move
sadly
backwards.
back into the water, which is not my forte, but that's probably a better opportunity for me.
You're going towards the lake.
So I'm assuming that they were coming out of the ocean, right?
They were coming out of the forest.
Oh, JK,
jungle.
no, then okay, I'm just backing away.
Okay, so you're going back towards the beach.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll rephrase it for you. So here's the lake, and then here's the lake. So this is easier for me. Lake, and then beach, and then jungle. And you're going towards.
Yeah.
So here was the cliff. Here was the dead stuff, and you were going that way.
Yeah,
towards
it's
the
backing
beach.
up. Yeah.
Okay. So you go towards the beach. All right.
You're coming
Next.
towards us.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Mongor.
How far away are they from us?
From you guys, about 40 feet.
Okay. So I run up. I rage.
Rawr.
It has to make a dex save.
Okay. A 15.
Then it takes 1 point of damage from electricity as I rage. Roar! And I proceed to hack at it with the magic longsword.
Going to the knees.
For 19 to hit on the first swing.
All right. Totally hits.
And 22 to hit on the second one.
Awesome. So go ahead and roll your damage dice when you roll your d20s.
Not for good damage, only for 11 points.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. 13 points.
So 14 points total.
13. Oh, yeah, plus.
Okay. Cool. So hack. And now it is Torpin's turn.
So which one has taken damage so far?
The one that I just chopped on.
Can I reach that one?
Yes.
Right before I swing, I say, I'm a halfling, you're a troll. Aren't I supposed to tell you riddles or something? And then I hit him, hopefully. I get an 18
Okay, yeah, that hits.
and 16 wounded damage.
Yeah. This guy's super mad. All right, is that the last of your actions?
I'm going to disengage with my gun action.
Awesome.
Try to find me.
Okay, Scuttle.
So just so I understand the scene a little bit better, how far away is the ocean?
It's pretty far away. Maybe-
Through jungle?
Yes, through jungle.
Okay, but we can like hear it
Yes.
to know it's okay. Okay, I was just curious about that. Okay. Like 40 feet away from them? And the one that was attacked, was that the one that had grabbed Kiara? Or was
Yes.
it wasn't the one racing for the bodies?
Correct.
That one's making a beeline past us for food?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that saves one thing then. Okay, so I'm gonna look at the troll going for the bodies, look at the bodies, look at the other troll, think about it for a second, and then I'm gonna deploy my mage armor on myself.
Mm-hmm.
And the way that looks is all over the visible parts of my body. Ridges of coral start pushing up through my skin,
Ooh.
all multicolored, pink and blue and purple and red and all that, so that I start to be covered in bits of coral. And then I'm going to keep that 40 feet distance away from them.
It's not weird at all.
It works.
Okay, so you keep the distance. Now, who's looking? So let's see. Mongor and Torpin, you're looking at that creature.
Mhm.
And where you did damage, some of it comes back together and heals itself.
Generated.
So that happens, and it reaches into a pouch that it has, and it immediately it sees you, and it tries to stab at you with these sharp, almost like giant porcupine quills.
Oh,
I don't like porcupine quills.
Yes, and there are. Let's see. He's going to stab with two on you. He's gonna. You're not hiding, are you, Torpin?
He disengaged.
I disengaged.
Okay, so he throws another at you. However, I rolled a natural 20,
That's it.
and then the other one is a 17.
That's it.
Okay, so these quills just stick you right in the shoulder
Ugh.
for a lot of damage. Or not, let's see. Let's see what the dice say.
See what the dice say.
6, or that's 8 and 7 plus 4. It's 12, 14, 7, 9. Oh. Okay, what did I say? 8 and 7. That's 15.
Mhm.
And 4. 19.
Okay.
19 points of damage.
Piercing.
Yes. And Constitution saving throw, please.
I take it. I only take half damage. So I'm raging. So 10 points. Con save is 19.
Cool. You feel the poison seep into your shoulder, but you don't feel any effects of it.
Okay.
Now, Torpin,
Hmm.
that is a dirty 20 to hit you,
Hit.
and that's 9 points of damage. Make me a Constitution saving throw, as you've got this giant quill sticking out of your chest.
12?
That just makes it.
not gonna
It
happen.
leaves a weird taste in your mouth, but you don't seem to be affected. And the other one jumps into that stinky putrescent mound of flesh, and just you guys hear slapping and smacking and crunching of bone, and you hear pieces of it fall out of its mouth and hit the sand like plump, plump, and it's like almost giggling with excitement as it's sucking on these bones viciously. And top of the round, Kira.
I'm gonna yell out to my crew. I don't think we're gonna win this fight. No? Okay. Well then I'm gonna run up to so none of them are damaged, huh?
Oh yeah.
They said they were regenerating though.
They are, but not completely.
Huh.
You might still be right though about the not winning. But we'll see.
Yeah. I'm just gonna run up and unleash a fury of blow. So yeah.
Okay, do
One of
that.
them's gonna be with my my quarterstaff. So I'm also gonna attempt stunning strike as well. So with that first
Okay.
hit, let me see if I can do that one first. Don't fall off. That's a 16, 17, 19, 20. 24 to hit on that one. So for that particular hit, I need you to make a con save.
18.
Never mind, it's not stunned, but I got 2 more hits coming in, so they don't hit.
Okay,
3 to 4.
Yeah. Go ahead and do your damage.
5. 5 points of damage.
Okay, Mongor, you see this.
Valiant effort!
I feel like the worst monk ever.
It's large. This is a giant, massive creature.
So it's only large, right? Okay.
Yes, large, giant.
But it's large, so it's
Yeah.
not huge, so I can still
Correct.
grapple it.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to grab it and use her distraction to try to knock it to the ground.
Okay, cool.
So, opposed athletics for acrobatics for him.
11.
I got, 1 second.
Actually, it's 15.
I got 17.
Okay.
So I grab him. And then for my second attack, I'm shoving him down to the ground.
What do you grab?
I'm going to grab him by the knee and then just yank his leg up.
Ah!
I'm gonna throw a banana peel.
There are some in the trees.
I'm gonna start
So,
singing rap-
It's an
sax.
opposed string check.
That is a 23.
Ha! He loses. I get 26.
All right, tell us what this looks like.
She distracts him by running up and like punching it. And as his head glances down, I grab the other leg with my free hand and yank up really hard, leaning into it to slam it back down onto the ground and hold it in an arm bar on the knee so
Okay.
that it's prone, and now everybody has advantage to attack it.
Awesome. And you all like feel the weight of it slamming on the ground.
And as my bonus action,
Mm-hmm.
it has to make a dex save, and it's prone to avoid damage.
Okay. Good, because the first roll is a 19. The second is a 10.
Good, and it takes 4 lightning damage.
Okay.
Good round.
Yeah. Next, Torpin.
So I'm going to attack the prone one, of course. But do I think that Ulu could see any of this?
Do you think so?
Yeah, I mean, how I couldn't really. Well, I wasn't sure how long it took us to get down there from.
It took a long time.
Like
However,
hours.
you were in the tree line.
Mhm.
Okay, so you can't see us. More than likely. Well, I'll yell out, "Ulu, some help!" while I attack.
Skinner.
18 to hit.
Yeah.
And 23 points of damage.
Yeah. Nice. 23. Okay, now we're doing some stuff. Okay, so it's on the ground. The 3 of you are just like, ah!
Chopping away as it
Scuttle,
regenerates.
this is what you see.
Wow. How the one that they're hitting? Like I glance over. How does it seem like it's really hurt?
Oh yeah.
It does. Okay. And the one that's nomming on all the bodies.
It's not paying attention.
It's not paying attention. How, is it making a lot of progress through those bodies? Does it look like it's about to run out of stuff to eat?
It's like halfway.
It's halfway. Okay. I am going to cast my Phantasmal Force, targeting the one eating the bodies, and it has to pass an Intelligence 15 save. But I'm going to try to make an illusion.
18.
JK.
I make an ineffective illusion of sort of some of the sand not too far away from it sort of falling off, and a pile of more bodies being revealed, but not convincingly.
So
That's all right.
you have like, you see sand go like this.
Mhm.
And it stops, it looks. Okay, so it is the troll's turn.
Back to the cuddle puddle.
Cuddle puddle, and because of the way you're grappling it, it can't move, correct?
No movement, so it can't stand, and it's a disadvantage on all its attacks.
It's gonna try to grab you,
A grapple or a strike?
strike you, and that is a 23.
That's it.
Okay, so that's one attack. Whew, where's all this coming from? It's like a 25 on the second.
Can we just see where your gold dice like?
And no, I'm rolling the one that sucks. And it's rolling high. And that's a 19 to hit. So all
three hit.
And that's just boom, boom. So that is 33 points of damage.
So half that is 16.
Donk, donk. You see your half orc friend just like this massive troll arm just like body slams it, but he's kind of standing there holding
Oh,
strong.
he's done this before. It's fine.
I think he likes it.
Well, there's that.
This is the best day for Mongor.
You're a
Finally, someone can fight.
I am gonna watch this happen.
You have advantage on it. It's prone.
Excellent. Well, I'm gonna just wail on him and hit it with my ugly stick. But yeah, flurry of blow. So again with the stick and then like just attack.
Awesome. Go ahead and roll all your d20s, the 6 d20s or however many.
No, advantage. You roll.
Advantage.
Oh, hey,
Roll.
guys. Sorry, the table scares. Yeah, the table scares me. Right, let's try that again. So
The 19, you can crit fish. The others,
here we roll those. Hey, natural 20.
Yeah.
You roll that many again. Okay, so you
So
got
no.
19.
19, 7 for that. No. Yeah, 27 for that. No, 26 for that. 27 for that one.
Crit.
And then, did I reroll? That
Yeah,
was a
you rolled
12.
12.
19.
Yes, all of them hit.
Yay!
So basically you do all your damage and then you get extra damage dice for the second one.
Hey!
Roll all of it, all of it.
How many sixes do you need?
Yeah, more. You need.
I can reroll them, that's fine. You said at advantage, right?
No,
No.
you just get to roll one extra die for the crit.
Well, there's that. So, and then also Constitution saving throw for that one.
Stunned.
It could be stunned.
8.
It fails, so it's stunned now.
It's like
Wow, so that's even worse. Now it's incapacitated.
Yay! Pardon me, I'm trying to remember where there we go. So 1, 4, 8. Woo! 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
That's
21
numbers.
numbers of damage coming through.
Wow.
So now it fails strength and dex saves. You can't take any actions. So it's just everybody's got advantage on it.
All right.
They have good
so-
intelligence, though.
Okay.
Is it still moving?
No, Mongor. Oh, it is still moving.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Still.
it's stuck. Just hit it.
Okay. Give it a dex save, but it fails automatically,
Yeah.
so it doesn't matter. So.
For the record, the table's slightly like
It does. It totally
tilted
So-
away like towards us.
24 for the first
She
hit.
did that on purpose so we drop
Yeah,
the dice.
Right?
Crit on the second one.
Wow.
Um,
Roll all the damage.
I did. So that's 19, 22. So 24 damage
Yeah.
from the
Yeah.
sword plus
Uh-huh.
5 from the electric.
Yeah.
And if it stops moving,
Yeah.
I continue to chop on it.
Yeah. So go ahead and explain what this looks like for everybody.
So since she stunned it, I let go of the leg and just take both hands on the sword and just proceed to just hack and hack until the point where the head comes off and it's still moving. So I continue to stab it and stab it and stab it and stab it.
Okay, so the pummeling happens over and over. You guys are standing there, and your half-orc friend is covered in gross black, like dark black red ichor blood from this creature that he's just kind of been playing in like a puddle.
You look amazing, Mongor.
Burn it.
Burn it.
Okay, so that was Mongor. And now Torfin
So the other troll.
doesn't seem to notice anything. It's just eating these creatures.
Okay,
It's dead stuff.
I yell out to him, Troll! We killed your friend, and now we're going to kill you. Or we could have a battle of riddles.
Its mouth is just like chipmunked with limbs, and a face falls out of his mouth. And he's like, her? He's got like an arm hanging out. He's like, riddles? You want to play a game? If I win, I get to eat you.
And if I win, you kill yourself.
I will not do that. That's ridiculous. I'll let you live if you win.
No, you have to kill yourself.
I could just kill you now.
Or we could just kill you now, like we just killed your friend.
When he says, I kill you now, I turn to him, dripped in blood.
He was unlucky. I'll play a game with you.
So you agreed to the terms?
I'm not going to kill myself. I'm not stupid.
I'm just trying to make it easier for everyone here.
Do you want to play, or am I eating you?
Fine, let's play. You can't Google riddles, troll.
I told you they're highly intelligent.
Satine can do what she wants. She's
Sure.
the DM.
Hella intelligent. Oh my god. Okay. So it comes. So it gestures for you. It sits on the beach.
While it's doing that, I proceed to cover the other one with oil and set it afire.
Okay. It sits on the beach. You guys are out of combat.
Huh?
And now, if you would like to do anything while they're preparing, you walk up, you sit on the beach in front of it. You guys are like,
Giant.
battle of intellect. Yes. So, if there's anything you would like to do in this instance, you have a turn.
Okay, I don't
since
want
you guys are
to.
preparing.
I don't want to wander too far off, but I would like to go to the bank of the pond and just sort of look around, do a little bit of reconnaissance while they're prepping. But I don't wander too far off.
Well,
Okay.
I'm just curious what's happening with the lake.
What else is in that pouch?
Perception check. Just more quills. At the bottom of it is like goo.
Like poison goo?
Mm-hmm.
10.
Super pretty. It's reflecting the peaks around it in the sky.
That sounds nice.
Okay. You, Riddler. You first.
Fine. I have thousands of legs, but I always lean. I hang around to help you clean. What am I?
A mop.
Wrong, a broom! Kill yourself!
2 out of 3. Is it really a broom?
Yeah.
That's the same shape. I'm no dummy.
Different items, that wasn't the correct answer.
That's fairly close.
I'm going to say a brush.
Fine, your turn.
How can you leave a room with 2 legs and return with 6 legs?
you go and get a table and bring it back in.
It's a chair. Yeah,
Oh.
basically. All right, we're 1 for 1.
Fine.
That's actually
Fine.
pretty okay.
I was going to say.
We know the rules of the game now.
I was
What?
going to say a dog.
What's the difference between a student and a farmer?
I don't know. What is the
A
answer?
student stocks his mind and a farmer minds his stock. That was 2 out of 3.
That was pretty good. Okay, he takes out a notepad. He takes out a notepad and starts writing. He's like, that was 2 out of 3. But we had,
That's not the way riddle
Yeah,
challenges.
I'm impressed. You taught me something. I'll let you live. And he stands up, goes and picks up the rest of the dead bodies, and he walks off into the tree line as you're burning his friend, right?
Doesn't care.
Oh, he was a dummy anyway. And he goes off and you just
That was brilliant.
That's not how you play a riddle game. You have to answer one and they have to fail one until one or both
Hey, we won. Let's not worry about the semantics of it.
Exactly.
fine. That's how I get free beer. I lose the beer.
So, Scuttle, as this whole thing is happening and your eyes are fixated on that lake, all of a sudden, you see an eye pop up. You see another eye pop up. And behind it, you see 15 pairs of eyes. On little red stalks, and they're looking and they're like all like blues and greens, and they have this like slant, like it's almost an innocence to them.
They don't look hostile.
They're looking right at you because you're the only one staring into this lake.
Okay. You there, come ashore.
I look and see who he's talking to.
Same.
These eyes come up, and there's the first one who's closer than all the rest, who seem to be following this close one, has this adornment on their head, like coral but gilded, and as it comes up, it has these crab claws facing this, and it's holding a spear. And it comes out of the water onto the shore. You back up a little bit as it's approaching you with intensity. And the rest of them come up with it as they come to the shore. And they are crab-like crab humanoids. So they're giant crab people. And this one comes to you, falls to its knees, and places the spear on the ground. And that is where we're going to stop for this episode. So, yeah, you fought trolls, you burned trolls, you surprised the dungeon master with riddles.
Sorry, it was halfling and troll. I couldn't resist.
It is pretty great. Thank you guys. And thank you guys for watching. And I hope you stick around for the Sea King's Malice. Another episode coming up very soon. Thank you, Frog God Games. This is super fun. And we will see you guys next time.